Curolin, part 2, the results. Keep watching. Hi there and welcome to my channel once again, and actually it's a very bright day today in the conservatory, and that's why you might see me squinting quite a bit during this video. It is actually very bright all of a sudden. Didn't start off like that, but we're having some changeable weather at the moment. And a part 2 for Curalin. And if you haven't watched my part 1, which I think I produced about, let me see, about 6 weeks ago, and then maybe you should look at that first. Curolin capsules to reduce sugars. I started to take these probably now at least 6 weeks ago, possibly 2 months actually, when I think about it. These are the capsules. They have inside them something like 9 different types of herb. What I called in the last video, I think I said something like plant matter, but no, it's kind of herbs, a mixture of different types of plant matter, if you like, herby type stuff. I don't know how else to define them, but extracted amounts of something from different types of plant, I would guess. And these plants are known to have an effect on blood sugars within people, especially those with diabetes, I guess. It's pretty handy. So having all 9 in one capsule could have the effect of reducing your sugars. Now, when I started this, when I started part 1 of this, I said I was very skeptical about this. I knew what I was getting into. Yeah, there's lots of things out there that say they can do all sorts of things, and I was going into this with my eyes open, really. And I said at the time, you know, let's give this a try, because I think some things are worth a try, and if you don't see that they work, then you can just stop, can't you? But I wanted to take a more scientific approach to this, to actually see if these capsules had any effect. And so this part 2 is about what I've found. So what have I found? Well, I took 1 canister, which was 2 months worth, and I subsequently have bought another one. This is the new one, so I'm obviously going through another 2 months worth, and I'm taking 1 capsule with every meal, and you can take 2, but I'm chosen to take 1. They are quite expensive. I think I said last time a container like this costs about 50 to 60 pounds, something like that. So if you take one with each meal, that's three times a day, then it's costing you about £25 a month, something like that. So I felt that, although a little bit expensive, I thought, well, it's worth it. It's certainly worth it for me. Anything that might reduce my sugars has to be a good thing, no matter really what the cost involved is. I mean, it's kind of potentially, if it works, it's lengthening your lifespan. That's how I feel. So I think I said right from the start that after taking these capsules for probably about a week, maybe something like that, that I thought that there was some positive results coming out of this. Now, yeah, you know, these things can have a placebo effect sometimes, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just that. It wasn't just the fact that I was taking something new and my body was reacting more to the psychological side of things rather than it reacting to the contents of the capsule. So what's happened? I've been taking these for well, let's work it out. I've been taking it probably now for about 9 weeks, so quite a long time. And what I was waiting for was this. This, I felt, was going to give me the scientific evidence that this was either working or not working. Now, what is this? This is the results of my 6-monthly blood test, which tests various components of my blood, and I have this done every 6 months, and all diabetics, I believe, have this done. The same as me, the same sorts of checks. Now, when I had the last check done, and this was back in January 2021, my HbA1c, which is the component they test to see how well you're doing with your diabetes, my HbA1c was 7.2, and the test before that, 6 months before the one in January, that was 7.8. I kind of had a bad reading, and the one in January, 7.2, that was obviously an improvement on the one before. I was heading for possibly having to take a different type of drug. So, what's the one on this sheet? The blood test I've just had. So the HbA1c on this one is 6.7. So 7.2 last time and 6.7 now. Now, to me, that's a significant difference. I haven't been 6.7 or that sort of value for probably 10 years. That's, in my books, that's remarkable. Am I pleased? Yes, I really am pleased. Is it down to this? Well, I'm still reluctant to say, but we can't excuse it, can we? It's my percentage HbA1c has dropped to that value that doctors like you to kind of have. I think 6.7 is okay. It's probably still a little bit on the high side, but it was certainly better than 7.2, and I think my doctor always wants me to be below 7. I now am below 7. So what's actually happened during this time that I've been actually taking Curolin? Because there has been some changes. I'm going to do a separate video on the device, the Libra sensor that I've got on my arm that gives me a constant readout of what my sugars are doing. So alongside taking the Curolin, I've also been using that periodically, and we'll do a separate video about that. But that's helped me to understand also a bit about my eating habits and the types of food that I've been eating and what effect those have on my sugars. And I've become a little bit more relaxed about what I eat. I had, I think, gone too far with removing too many carbohydrates, and I have or had been losing a little bit of weight because in part I was on a keto diet. So I've upped my carbs, and still my HbA1c has dropped, and I feel that that's significant also. The other thing is that the Libra sensor, when you use it and you measure yourself, because it's actually measuring every day and it's measuring periodically all through the day, it can actually give you a prediction as to what your HbA1c might be. And the Libra sensor has, for many weeks that I've been using it, it's been telling me that my HbA1c is likely to be 6.0. So I've had a measurement from the blood test of 6.7, and the Libra sensor is saying 6. So the question is, are we actually going further into a much better reading? Possibly. So I feel that the jury's still out. I think that I need to do a follow-up third video in 6 months' time, so stay tuned for the next set of results that I have. I'm going to continue to take these in the same way. I'm going to try to stick to I am going to stick to the diet that I'm doing now, and we'll see, will it drop even further? I think I'm erring on the side that Curolin is actually having an effect, certainly. I think it's a great product, but as I said last time, I don't work for this company, I'm just reviewing it. I'm not getting any money for endorsing it in any way. This is just a review by me of this product, but if this is doing what I think it's doing, then that's incredible, and I think everybody could benefit from taking these capsules that are diabetic, certainly type 2 and type 1 probably. So yes, I'm happy, but I will do another video. It probably now will be December of 2021 before I do that third video, but it will be interesting to see what the results might be in another further 6 months' time. So I'm happy, and I'm happy to be taking this herbal remedy, Curolin. So that's it for me, and as I say, I'll be producing another video soon, probably the one on the Libra sensor that's on my arm, another diabetic type review. Okay, so stay safe, and that's it from me for now. Okay, bye. Take care now. Bye for me. Bye.